Girl, I ate anything I wanted to. What is up, you guys? Hey, so I wanted to talk about what I ate during my pregnancy. I'm usually allergic to dairy. I could eat all the dairy. I took very good advantage of the fact that I could eat dairy. So I ate cheese, I ate ice cream, anything I wanted to. The first thing that I had for breakfast was boiled eggs. That was my must-have so that I didn't throw up. So as soon as I got up, 2 boiled eggs would go right in the pot. I would go lay back down in bed, and then I would pop a little, I wouldn't even put salt and pepper in my first trimester. Like, everything needed to be super bland, super plain. That's how I liked it. So the next thing that I needed was water, like iced water all of the time. The main thing that prevented me from being nauseous was staying cool. So I had to have some kind of a iced drink, like a juice, but a lot of times it was water. I also had like iced Pedialyte, and that helped me in the beginning, but when I realized that I really just needed something iced and cold, that helped me so much. If you're having nausea, I recommend that you have some iced beverages. Give that a try. You can try the Pedialyte. I think I went for like a cherry or strawberry, something like that, and I only drank like 1 bottle of it, and then I just switched over to water really quickly. The next thing for beverages that I had a lot, like consistently, was juices. I went out and got a juice machine from Target, and I think it was like Beach Hamilton or Hamilton Beach, and I juiced pineapples, cucumbers, celery, what else did I juice? Apples, green apples were my favorite. That was like after I had breakfast. I had to juice every single day before I went off to work, and that would keep me hydrated for longer than water would. I had like a 32-ounce ball jar, every day up until the last few weeks. I was juicing. The last few weeks of pregnancy I was juicing, and that helped me to feel like I was getting nutrition and helped me feel hydrated. I also juiced like the smaller round watermelons, and that also helped me to feel like I was hydrated, and I drank like the whole jar, and it just felt like a meal, and I would not get sick. And it's crazy because now I wouldn't think of drinking like a whole watermelon juice, but it was so divine. The next thing I craved a lot was Publix chicken tenders, and that was like almost, at one point I just had to stop myself. It almost became daily. So I was getting these Publix chicken tenders, and I had to have like barbecue sauce, and it was that and Flanagan's wings with a lot of sauce. Like, I was just craving things with like sauces and juicy and hot. Not necessarily like spicy, but like it needed to be juicy, like saucy. Then I got, there was like a period where I remember before I was craving those chicken tenders, I really wanted popcorn chicken, because like chicken was weird, like heavy meats, a lot of meat grossed me out. So like I wanted the meat, but like in really small balls. And I went over to KFC, and they didn't, no, I went to Publix first and they didn't have it. Then I had to go over to KFC and they had it. Something's like burning my nose, so that did the trick. But yeah, I followed my cravings the whole way through. The cravings were really loud, so like if I was craving chicken, I would crave the same thing for like a few days until I finally was satiated from the specific type of chicken that I was looking for. Like, it wasn't like a flat piece of grilled chicken, it wasn't like a whole chicken or rotisserie chicken. It was like specific things. That's another thing, I did crave rotisserie chicken sometimes, and I walked for like 45 minutes one day just to get a little exercise in, just to go to Publix to get the rotisserie chicken. Once I had it, oh, I was like in my car like a freaking savage one day when I got that rotisserie chicken. I remember getting off of work one day and I was like, I need chicken, and I just sat in my car and I ate it with my fingers straight out of the bag, and just like ate like half the whole chicken that I got. And when I was done, I just felt so satisfied, like an animal, seriously. I felt like I was about to kill something unless I ate. It was that bad. So yeah, chicken fingers. I craved quesadillas badly. And I was going to different places to get quesadillas, and it got to the point where like I felt like I could make it better. So I went to 2 places to get quesadillas, and it was good, but I went to Publix to get a chipotle sauce, and I got the tortillas and I got the chicken and like put grilled the chicken with some salt and pepper and butter and just layered that thing up with cheese. Oh my, it was just so good, so good. You spying on me? So freaking good, so yeah, those were homemade. My husband ended up eating those quesadillas. He got the blessing. He ended up eating those quesadillas by the week, weekly. They were so good. I learned how to cook better being pregnant, and I became more organic being pregnant. And also to look for the meats that have hormones in it, like meats and cheeses that have hormones in it. I found out how to find good cheeses while I was pregnant. Yes, I'm the type that I need goat's cheese because I'm allergic to dairy. Like I break out in really bad pimples. It could be all over my body. It could be milk, it could be cheese, it could be a milkshake, it could be pizza. It will break me out really bad. And when I was pregnant, I could have all the cheese that I wanted to. It didn't give me gas. It just made me feel really happy. I was a happy little girl. So yeah, that's the other thing. I craved pizza, pizza until sometimes I would just let the craving run through for like a week and let that little week go by, and I was just getting, I just needed it at the end of the week. I just kept thinking pizza, 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 over and over again until I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get that pizza, and so I could stop thinking about it. So Costco has really good pizza. That was so good. Costco has really good pizza. Yo. So I had Costco pizza. Then I remember I would go to Publix and get a bag of salad, like the fresh little salad that is like they spray it with the water, they mist it. I would get that salad, find a knife at work, chop it up in a bin, in a bowl, put squeeze lime all over it, and chop up strawberries and have that for like a quick snack. And at work they thought I was kind of crazy because I was eating like every hour, and they would be like, I smell bread, or like I smell limes, or like it smells so fresh over here every time they'd pass my desk. And I was just like, I'm just like, I was eating all the time. And in my class people thought that I was just insane because I was eating. I was eating so often. I always had a snack with me, and sometimes I would just pull out the whole meal. And we were not allowed to eat in class, but hey, I needed to eat, okay? It was either that or I was gonna be stepping out of class like every 30 minutes to every hour. And sometimes if you don't eat, you will get nauseous and you will start throwing up. So that's like a way for your body to let you know it's time to reboost my nutrition. So I would just carry snacks on me. Whatever the snack was, it had to be a cookie. It was sometimes fruits. A lot of times it was fruits. I always had my jar of fresh pressed juice with me, and that made the world of a difference. The other thing that I craved a lot was chicken sandwiches, and I would go to Wendy's and get spicy chicken sandwiches. It became a problem where I became like dependent on these chicken sandwiches. And I would have to sometimes stop before work and like grab a chicken sandwich. Even if it was like breakfast time, I would just go get that spicy chicken sandwich. And then when I stopped eating it, I was like, I don't want to eat this chicken anymore because I don't know if it has like hormones in it or whatever. And like maybe the spice is affecting my baby and all that. And then I was trying to make a clean switch, and I just kept thinking about Wendy's, like Wendy's. So I switched over to Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, and then eventually I was like, you know what, like I know that this has MSGs in it, which is monosodium glutamate, which is not good for migraines, and I had migraines, and I always try to stay away from MSGs. So I ended up just not having chicken sandwiches after a while. But that was another thing that was like weekly at one point. My husband was eating those sandwiches every single day. It was kind of crazy. So I went crazy on cookies. Cookies, guys. Target has these cookies. They come in chewy, they come in chunky, crunchy, and they're $1.99, and they taste so good. They don't have dairy in it neither. It's just soy and wheat, which soy you should be careful of too. But I would eat those cookies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That was my problem. Like, it's just water and cookies, and I would feel so good. Sometimes I would have ice cream, like Cold Stone ice cream with vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, and brownies, and I would have that for like lunch, and I would feel good. That was my lunch. So whatever you were craving, go get that, because it's something in your body that's telling you, hey, I need fat, or I need sugar, or that's just me. I'm not a doctor. That's just me. And you see me now, I'm doing good, boo. I ate cookies, I ate ice cream. But one thing I would be careful of is eating bread every single day. Bread is something that's really hard. And excessive sugars like candies, don't do that. Sodas, don't do that every day. Just like when you're really craving these things, go get that. Go get those donuts if you're craving that every now and again. That was my other craving that I had, was donuts. It's weird because like now I would eat donuts and I'd be like, oh, like I feel sick from it, it would give me headaches. But when I was pregnant, I had to have donuts and I would feel so happy and not guilty from eating donuts. So it's a blessing in your life to be pregnant, because you can eat so many things that you wouldn't normally be able to eat without a guilty conscience or without thinking that you're gonna get fat and people judging you. And it just feels like a heaven of gluttony, okay? So that's what I ate during my pregnancy. That's the video for today. And remember that your cravings are important. Drink a lot of water, drink it throughout the night. I would feel a headache as soon as my body started to get dehydrated. So go ahead and carry around a water bottle with you. Make sure that you have like a bottle with you by your bedside all night, every single night, and just keep on drinking fluids, water, juice, whatever it is that you're gonna have. Just make sure that you're staying hydrated. Gatorade sometimes, Powerade sometimes, but those things are like corn syrup. You don't really want that type of sugar, so be careful with that. What else can I suggest? While we're on this topic, make sure that you're taking your prenatals, your prenatal vitamins, because that's helping you to build your baby. You want to build a good baby, a well-behaved baby. You want to build a smart baby. And count your money. So you gotta take those prenatal vitamins and get that gut hair. How you guys doing? How you doing? Doing wonderful? That's good for you. You see my little image that I drew? I want to show you guys this. How can I do this? That's me. Not bad, huh? I did this years ago, but it's all pen. I always said that this is me. Crazy, right? I like it. I like her. I like her. Make sure that you subscribe. Bye.